I think we do. All right. We're gonna just get started. How is everybody on this beautiful day? All right. My name is Stefanie Seldin, and I am the CEO of Rebuilding Together Philadelphia, and I am so happy to see all of you guys here today on the 200 block of Robinson Street in Haddington. Woohoo! So, Rebuilding Together Philadelphia revitalizes communities by transforming vulnerable owner-occupied houses into safe, healthy, and energy-efficient homes. Every year, with 1,300 volunteers, with all of you, Rebuilding Together repairs 100 homes. So you are all part of our block build strategy, where we work in clustered houses in a targeted neighborhood to make the biggest difference. We're doing 8 houses today, 3 on this block, 5 on the other block, but a total of 25 in Haddington when we're done. Woo! So why are we here today, and specifically why here? We're preserving affordable housing next to a brand new development, New Market West. You guys may have seen it when you came by. And we really think at Rebuilding Together that you need to pair new development with preserving existing housing so that everybody can benefit from that new development. We think it's a model for the city, and we hope to do it wherever we possibly can all over the city. Today is the first of 2 rebuilding days, but some of the heavier jobs have been done by contractors, so we don't put volunteers up on roofs. Not a good idea. But we do a lot of stuff with the volunteers, as you all have experienced. Please check out the door tags on each of the houses and the before and after photos inside the houses so you can see the extent of the repairs that we're doing today and tomorrow. And know that all of the repairs that you're working on make houses healthier, safer, and more energy efficient. So there are so many people that make an event like today possible. So first of all, thanks to you, to all of the rebuilders here today. A shout out in particular to the She Builds house. She Builds is an initiative that we stole from our partners at Rebuilding Together National. And it's an effort to, we borrowed, that's better. It's an effort to bring folks who identify as women to work in the houses of houses owned by women, to learn a little bit about construction. So if you know of folks that might be interested in this experience, all right, Vanessa, we'll sign you up. Please let them know that we do this several times a year. So thank you to the folks in the red shirts, our super captains, our skilled leaders, our house captains. We could not do this without you. Thanks to the amazing staff of Rebuilding Together Philadelphia. I just want to thank them especially. You might know I got a little construction myself this week, and so they really came through and did all this without me. So huge shout out to Brandon Alcorn, Kevin Phillips, Matt Treat, Quentin Watts, Tony Gonzalez, J.A. Taylor, and Esther Wiesner. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thanks so much to our hardworking community partner, Achievability, Jamila Harris-Morrison. We ask a lot of our community partners. We don't normally have them come out at 6:30 in the morning, but they did, so they're awesome. To the incredible board of Rebuilding Together Philadelphia, behind me is Joe Falco, hiding somewhere is Jean Del Ferro. We also want to welcome our new VP of Development, Rebecca Diamond, in National Office. Thanks so much to our primary sponsor, the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh. Fred Banuelos is here. Their member bank, Univest, Dana Brown is behind me, volunteering here today, too. Other sponsors that made today possible include the W.W. Smith Charitable Trust, Lincoln Financial Foundation, Connolly Foundation, PNC Foundation, and the Philadelphia Foundation, and also a shout out for the in-kind support of the Division of Housing and Community Development. Huge thanks to the folks who both supported us financially and are rebuilders today, Philadelphia Insurance Company and Wells Fargo. We got AJ and hopefully Dwayne. All right, cool. we have a special group today. Give a real Philly welcome to veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces in Team Rubicon. They're doing 2 houses for us today. Yay. So, Neshaminy Warwick Presbyterian Church has been volunteering with us for years, and their fearless leader, Sandy Flynn, suffered a stroke over the weekend. So we just want to keep her in our hearts. They came today, even though I'm sure they really wanted to be with her in the hospital. So she's on the mend. We expect her back at our next build in October. So, but we just want to give her our healing thoughts today, and wish her a wonderful recovery. She's a real member of our Rebuilder family. It's my honor to welcome 3 city officials from the area: State Senator Vincent Hughes, Councilman Curtis Jones, and Rep. Morgan Cephas. As you will hear, all 3 of them really understand the importance of housing preservation. So let me start off with Senator Hughes. Oh yeah. So, I get to do a little intro before you get this mic. All right. So I'm at the state capitol on, when was it? Tuesday. And everyone's like, Senator Hughes, he's the best for housing. He does the greatest thing. He always co-sponsors our bills. He really understands it. And then he pulled me over and he's like, and you're going to work in this neighborhood, right? And I said, yes, sir. Anyway, what they all said about him was absolutely true, and we owe him a huge debt for his support of affordable housing. Senator Hughes?
All right, we don't want to keep everybody from getting to work in. So, look, we're just, first of all, the most important thing we can say is thank you. Really, thank you to all of the volunteers, all of the supporters, everybody for everything that you do. Block by block, you're making a huge impact. You're turning folks' lives around, and in many respects, you're giving folks a whole lot of hope. Okay, you're giving a whole lot of hope, and people really, really, really do appreciate that. My state rep, my councilman, they're going to speak, but I know on behalf of the 3 of us, we really, really do appreciate this. Our job is to get you more resources so that you can get more blocks done. Most of them, we hope, in the 7th senatorial district, which encompasses the rep and the council manning district. Yeah, absolutely. Got the count, you know. But we have a lot of need, but a lot of great neighbors. A lot of great neighbors who are ready to pitch in and help out. So I can't thank you enough. We're negotiating a state budget, and we want to make sure in Harrisburg by June 30th that we get it all done and we get some money in there. All right, for rebuild, all right? The last time we were together was down on 40th Street,
right?
All right, about 3 months ago. And I had one of my senators there from Pittsburgh. She flew all the way in because she heard about rebuild. And she heard we were doing stuff on 40th Street. And she was like, well, why can't I have this in my district? I said, well, you go back to Pittsburgh and talk to the rebuild people in Pittsburgh, all right? And it's already starting to move forward. This has got to be a statewide effort, all right? Our job is to get you the resources and get our corporate friends to be their best selves, and so far that's happening today, so we can get all the money in to make sure this happens, all right? So thank you all very much. I can't thank you enough. We appreciate you, we love you, and it's more that you do, the more we'll all stand with you and get you the help that's necessary. All right, Stefanie? All right.
All right, Mr. 4th District. Mr. 4th District. So I don't know if you remember this, but I met you when I was a lawyer, and we were doing mortgage foreclosure. So I know that you care about housing preservation because you were instrumental in getting that diversion program started. So it's good to see you out here. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Don't do that. All right. Come on up.
Curtis Jones.
Woo-hoo! Yay! Curtis Jones.
So teamwork does make the dream work. I am proud to serve in the 4th District with my senator, Senator Hughes, and my rep, Morgan Cephas, who understand really clearly about this kind of synergy. Right 3 blocks away is a $50 million development, which is transforming 59th to 60th and Market Street. But we understood clearly when we walked up and down Market Street, how many times? A lot of times, right? That meant nothing if we didn't take care of the blocks and the housing. Because why? It's like good dental health. Once you start getting cavities, which are vacant properties, it rots out the whole block. Understand, for the people who live here, sitting on these porches, and having a couple of lemonade or iced tea was a summer treat for young people growing up. Neighbors met neighbors, became friends, and became a community. We want to bring that back, and you're doing that today. So housing stabilization and getting more millennials to move into the community and establish new families, new memories, results in a vibrant community. So what you're doing is planting a seed that will bear fruit for decades to come. And we're excited about it, and we're going to put our money where our mouth is with the city, right? And create innovative, no matter what they do in Washington. Grassroots-wise, locally, we will continue to make a difference like this with our banking partners, with our housing partners, and with the community. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Councilman Jones. So this is the second time I've met Representative Cephas. She's come out last year, and she's been here this year. Only since 2016 elected? Wow, you've done a lot. Come on up.
Morgan Cephas.
Ready on day one.
Thank you. So, similar to my colleagues, I really just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being committed to this effort. Thank you for being committed to rebuilding together. Thank you, Rebuilding Together, for bringing together partnerships. Yes, bringing together partnerships, bringing together the private sector, the public sector, and really creating a transformation on these blocks that they've done. I've actually had an opportunity to participate in 3 rebuilds. Yes. And best believe I took credit for all of them. But no, I mean, it is extremely transformative. I mean, when you come back to the blocks, residents remember what you had done. They are always advocating for more blocks to be done. And I also want to give a shout out to 2 of our newest block captains that are in from Horton Street. One of the things, Councilman and Senator, when I came out and gave a walk, and normally during campaign season, handing out leaflets, they challenged me and said that, well, you guys aren't going to be back after election season. But since that conversation, not only did we get a pocket park from the councilman, we had the senator walk there with dedicated resources for lead and asbestos removal, and now we're back with Rebuilding Together. So needless to say, we kept our promise, and we're just looking forward to do as much as we can, because again, housing stabilization, making sure that families can live, work, and play in their communities is critical. I mean, when we're talking about Philadelphia having this economic boom and this economic investment, that economic opportunity doesn't have to end with people being displaced. And this is one of the ways that we'll be able to keep them in their homes. So thank you again for coming out. Thank you for, taking the journey with us, and looking forward to the bill today. Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to give a huge shout out to Greg Heller from the Philadelphia Redevelopment Authority, Executive Director. Greg was the brainchild behind a brand new home loan program that is citywide now and is keeping us really busy. Which is great, really, really great. So they've tried so many times to get a home loan program going in the city of Philadelphia, and Greg and his team somehow managed to make it work because people are coming out of the woodworks. Clearly, there's a need. We are going to leave you with the words of the wonderful homeowner, Vanessa Tervalon. Okay, let's see. You've got to bring this down here.
Because I'm sure.
All right. And she's got a beautiful stage. Is that, you want me to bring it down?
Oh, no,
Someone
that's
with 2
fine.
hands up.
Hi, you can hear
got
me.
it? All right, good.
Plus, I have a big mouth, so you hear me. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for coming out, because it means so much to us all that are having the work done. There's never enough words to express all the things that we might feel, and I just want to say thank you, and bigger and better things happen,
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So everybody up here,